It's just, it's more than just that though. The voice acting, the models, it's very. I feel it. I fucking cry almost every time Joel's first daughter dies. It's just sad. It just fucking gets me, man.
Get over it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's
I
fair.
mean, Halo, I think it was Halo 3, whichever it was, that lost in the first round, which is like,
I have
alright.
no desire for Halo.
I was upset about that. Whatever Call of Duty they picked also got taken out early. It's like, these are the only games that I play. Like, I don't play
Call of Duty?
Well, I played Call of Duty loads, yeah.
Right now? You still play Call of Duty?
No, not now, but that's not what the poll is for. Like, throughout my childhood, I played loads of Call of Duty and Halo.
Oh, yeah. If it was specifically Black Ops, like, I played a lot of Black Ops.
I think it was probably Modern Warfare 2. But, like, I was just counting...
I think you're right. It was
I was just counting all of them together. It's like, it's just Call of Duty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I can see. I think there should have been a separate poll for multiplayer games.
It was like,
that should be a different poll.
I like God of War and BioShock and The Last of Us.
BioShock is good.
I'm really a fucking erudite. Like, look at me. I play good games where it's story focused. I don't give two shits about the story in a game. That's all people cared about.
Yeah, because I don't get that, Dan. This is what drives me insane about you as a person. You enjoy good media. I've seen you enjoy good media. You like watching
I've seen it.
good
I've
movies.
seen you enjoy it.
I've seen
we're
you
watching
enjoy
a movie.
media.
You were watching a movie together, and you're just watching me enjoy it. Like, yes, he enjoys this.
I've seen you just like looking at the screen with just these eyes that like you're just absorbing all the beauty and the art. I've seen it. And I've seen you enjoy like visual novels, even like let's just go as far as to say like anime, anything like that. And but like for some reason with video games, like you can't enjoy like a very like interesting or like well polished story. And it's like fucking weird. I don't get that.
And I'll explain it to you. And this, I don't know if you'll agree with me, but this is my thing. If I play, I'll say, like, let's say I watch a movie that's a good movie. My intent is to watch a movie and enjoy the movie. If I play a visual novel, my intent is to enjoy the story and enjoy the characters. If I play a game, my intent is to play a game.
Yeah, but don't you think there could be some like mixing together, like keep the peas and the carrots touching, you know? Like
there could
that
be,
can't exist.
But it's less important to me. The only thing that really matters at the end of the day is the game. Is the game fun? Is the game
feel
fun?
Good?
If you made a game where the main draw is how great, why is he so damaged all of a sudden?
You hit him.
I didn't do that much damage in one hit, dude.
I didn't tell you something on purpose, but maybe you'll figure it out after.
If you get that last hit in when he's on the ground, does that carry over?
Yeah, it does.
You motherfucker.
Well, I'm not going to tell you these things because you're too powerful now.
You son of a bitch. You learned
it for yourself, though, so don't you feel better about learning it for yourself?
No, because this shit would have been over already.
Because I didn't know that either, and I learned it. I was like, oh, that's cool.
What point
that's why he staggers
here,
like
though?
that. I'm your coach, but I'm your coach.
No, you're not my coach. I believe you got fired from that position, if you recall.
Is the Horn Basket your coach now?
No, he's not. I haven't had a coach since like episode 50 or episode 49 or 48 of the main game, whenever that was.
Oh, okay.
That was a big deal when you got fired.
Well, I'm not happy about it. I'm still not over. I still think I'm the coach. But I see what you mean about the games. I get that. So I do get that idea. But I still feel like if you tried to appreciate a story in something, you could like really enjoy it.
I could, but if I wanted to appreciate a story, do you have a third one? Yeah, he does. Fuck me.
You were asking for more health bars, Dan. You were like, I want a boss with more health bars.
It's gotta be 3, right?
Is that the max?
That's my max.
And nobody's ever done 4.
He's going nuts.
He turned into a firecracker.
What? Pot Junior survived. What just happened?
Yeah, that's a big one. Dan, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how to avoid that attack. I just used the shield, and I was like, I'm just gonna hide behind the shield. Even though I wasn't using a shield for the fight, I equipped a shield just to hide behind it for that attack. You can probably just roll it, but you have to time it.
This has not gone in my favor.
Is the wine gone?
I just poured the last of it into my bottle.
Would you say it's the last of us, Dan?
It's gonna be the last of you.
Man, The Last of Us. So here's my thing. The Last of Us. What?
I don't care about The Last of Us. My care about The Last of Us could not possibly be any lower.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even think it's a good game. Like, I'm not interested in it at all.
I think I really love the story. For some reason, it resonates with me a lot. Like, I very much enjoy, even though it's kind of edgy, mainstream, like, bullshit. Like, I enjoy, like, whenever Ellie at the end looks at Joel and she's like, swear to me, I get chills every time. I've played that game on every difficulty, too. It sticks with me. But I won't even say it's a good game. I just like the story. But BioShock, I think, is a fun story, or a fun game and a good story. Which
the only BioShock I ever played was Infinite, and the story was not.
It's
good.
well documented.
Is not a good story.
I think it's a good story,
and it makes no sense near the end. It just falls apart completely.
It does go up its ass a little.
The ending is perhaps one of the worst endings to any game I've ever played. It is ridiculously bad.
I don't even remember what the issue we took with it is, but we'll leave it so we don't get any huge discussion about it again.
But remember, by the end of it, even you were kind of like, yeah, this is kind of bad. When you had to listen to me complain about it constantly. Like, you came to understand and accept. What the fuck is going on with my camera, by the way? Where's your face,
Get him.
Where's your face? But yeah, and the gameplay was decent. It was a little bit easy, but you kept ruining it by making me do stuff I didn't want to. So that was also kind of a negative for that game.
Oh, and The Witcher. The Witcher is on the list too. What did The Witcher lose to?
I don't know. I didn't really like The Witcher.
Yeah, because that is actually the perfect example, Dan, of the gameplay is not that good in that game. The fighting does not feel that good, but the story and like the decisions are great and fun and exciting. But the gameplay itself is not ideal in that one.
And I almost just took him down instantly, but I missed the one attack I needed to hit, and I lost it all.
But Witcher 4, maybe next year, maybe 2026.
Maybe. I got nothing against it, but yeah, I didn't like The Witcher 3. Man, Balloon's Tower Defense got taken out first round too, and that was a real big hit to me. Or Balloon's Tower Defense 6. I don't even know what that is. Balloon's Tower Defense 6 got taken out. I legitimately would have voted that till the end if I could have.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's as much as we have going on as far as chemistry, I feel like this is where the line is drawn at the mobile games and the taste in games.
It's not even a mobile game. It's on Steam.
Is it?
Yes.
You don't play it on your computer, Dan. You play it on your phone.
It's not even on phones. I don't play it on my phone. It's not a phone game.
You've never played mobile or whatever Balloon Tower Defense 6 on your PC. I don't.
That's not true. That's the only place I play it.
Oh my god.
Jesse, it's not a mobile game. It's just not a mobile game.
I thought for sure it was a mobile game.
I've never played a Balloons game on my phone.
Were you the one that nominated it? Who put this in?
No, I didn't nominate it. Jesse, do you think I'm involved enough in that community to nominate anything?
Get him, Pot. Get him. Nice. Yeah, I do think there should have been a separation between online games and non-online games, but
In a separate category for games that I like the story. This is a story. You wouldn't
story
get it.
games.
You wouldn't get why it's emotionally moving.
Do people say that though? I don't think I'm up my ass that much.
It's good because it's like the daughter he lost, and they feel for each other, and they have a good relationship. That's what makes it emotionally moving.
It's more than just that though. The voice acting, the models, it's very, I feel it. I fucking cry almost every time Joel's first daughter dies. It's just sad. It just fucking gets me, man.
Get over it.
Just fucking get over it, Joel. Stop fucking crying about your dead daughter.
I don't care. But yeah, so
I'm
that
trying to think what else
poll
you
is
could
just
say.
like that's all anyone wanted to vote for. Until Skyrim though. That was the one game left in the list who's like my golden child. Where it's like that's all I've got left, Jesse.
But the gameplay isn't fun in Skyrim. The gameplay is bad.
It is fun.
It's not good. You just fucking hit things like you just mash the hit button or you just use the stealth archer. That's all you fucking do.
You can do that, but there's so much fun stuff you can do. No, that's not true.
I don't believe it. Like what? What else can you do other than just smack things with a sword? I've never seen anybody use a shield in that game ever.
I mean,
you can't even use fucking fists in the game without mods.
Okay, I play the game on a computer, so I can play it with mods.
Yeah, but that's not the point. That's not Todd's intention. Mods don't count as...
For Skyrim they do because they put the creation engine out and allow people to mod it easily, and it's just an acceptable thing, so that's good on them. Other games don't let you mod it.
Because Todd can't be bothered to put in the fucking legwork to actually make the game good.
But Jesse, this isn't... You're trying to make this about that. The game isn't about any of that stuff. It's not about what's best. It's just about what do I have the most fun playing.
Get it? I just don't get it.
So mods to me count. Like I've been counting them every time I voted, and I think about that for some of the games. Like, oh, this game was a pain in the ass to mod. No, thank you.
Oh, I see. Like that. Like how hard it is to mod factors in as well.
To me, it does. Yeah.
I mean, that's fair enough. Baldur's Gate just added what do you call it? Mod.
They
whatever
did.
You call it.
Yeah.
Easy mods.
And if they would have had that from the beginning, maybe I would have felt better about it at this point. But it's taken them this long. My other big problem with Baldur's Gate at this point is the fact that Larian kind of left it and are done with it now. Even though a lot of the story beats... Oh yeah, Hasbro gave them the boot. They're not involved with it anymore. Once they finish like their final patches. So they're not, there's no like DLC or sequels or anything.
Oh, I see.
And that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth because a lot of the story I think was left unsatisfying.
Yeah.
And
I think a lot of people feel like the third act was not as good as everything else.
But so like knowing that they'll never be able to rectify it or make DLC or a sequel is kind of disappointing to me.
Well,
but
they could make a sequel. Like
Larian,
they could
Larian
get the
can't.
right.
No,
Why
Larian
wouldn't
is
Hasbro
done.
allow them to make a sequel?
This was like a big deal because Larian they were working on DLC, but they were like, we're done working with Baldur's Gate. Like, we're not anymore.
Why?
Because they just said they didn't. The official reason was that they said they were just tired and they didn't want to work on it again. But the hush-hush reason that the conspiracy is Hasbro realized how much money it made and didn't want Larian to keep making more money. So they wanted them to make all the money. So they'll try to get someone cheaper to do it in the future.
I fucking hate the world that we live in, though. Like,
but the
that
basic
shit
is,
ruins the
yeah,
world.
there's not going to be any DLC made by Larian or a sequel.
Like,
ever.
I don't mind DLC, but a sequel scene, I thought for sure a sequel was like 100% guaranteed based
Me
on the
too.
success of the
Me
original.
too. Me too,
But
man.
that's so fucked. I didn't hear about that at all.
And
I
that
did hear about there being no DLC, but
and that also impacted my decision a bit. Even though that's not quite fair, but like it's I'll be honest,
yeah,
and
I
that
mean,
did made me kind of soured my taste a bit.
but that's just fucking capitalism, man. Let's just get. I'm just like, I'm
Let's
in my
rise
cups
up.
here. I'm like, dude, like, it's so fucked, dude. Everything is just so fucked. Like, the fact that, like, every food that you get now that you used to, like, not in Japan, you're lucky because Japan's, like, one of the safe havens of food. But, like, every food that you get in the US now has been so processed down to it's, like, the cheapest components possible to make it exist. And it's just disgusting. It's like, how do we exist like this?
And it's expensive
the
for you.
world
Like
is just
food for
fucked,
me is
man.
still so cheap.
Oh,
When
dude,
I see food prices in the US, it's just
It's
like, man,
crazy.
it sucks for you losers.
Yeah, it does. It's
I'm
fucking
getting drunk
crazy.
on Spanish wine.
Yeah, it's
We're almost
fucking
out,
crazy.
by the way, which is unfortunate.
You gotta get it done here, man. You gotta beat this big sunflower. We're having like real talk, and the big sunflower hour is like the real talk time. Like anything else on your mind you need to
This
talk about?
has been going on for so long, and this is like the hardest boss in this DLC so far, other than the lion.
It's not. It's not.
Dude, this is way harder than Mesmer.
I agree with you, and I think a lot of people on Reddit agree with you. Cause like, did you feel like when you were fighting Mesmer, like you would die, but like it felt very fair when you died. Like it felt like you could have done something better when you were fighting him. Because I feel like the general consensus is that Mesmer might be the best boss of the DLC because he feels the most fair to fight. Like you generally feel like you improve when you fight him, even though it seems like a very tall order at the time.
I mean, it's just whatever. It's not that hard. It was difficult, but I don't remember. I feel like I complained a lot while it was happening, but you always do that mid-fight. But like looking back on it, like, yeah, it's just whatever.
Yeah. You said you didn't think it was a fun fight, but I enjoyed Mesmer, and he didn't take me that long. I thought he was hard, but he was like, this guy though, I just think this guy's not fun to fight. I just don't like fighting him. I thought he was a bad boss.
That's the end of
And
it.
there are a couple other bosses in the DLC that are like, eh.
That Spanish wine, I finished it, by the way, right there. That was... I haven't been ranking them up to this point, but that's an S right there. Like, that's... For as cheap as
An
it was...
S tier?
For it if you include, like, based on the price. Based on the price. Like, that's amazing. Oh, fuck.
S tier wine.
Yeah, dude, I hate
All right,
this
do
guy.
I need to do a lore now?
Oh, I guess you can, yeah.
You said, are we wrapping up and doing saving next two-parter?
I
A
guess
two-parter sunflower.
I wasn't even thinking about it, but you seem ready to go, so we'll just call it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do another one. All right. All right. So, in The Last of Us, I was gonna ask you a Last of Us lore question, but I can't even think of a good one.
Yeah,
because
there's no good lore.
I can't even think of a good Last of Us lore question. Hold on, I'll get one. Hold on. All right, there isn't. I can't even think of one. I'm just lost here.
Give me some BioShock lore question then. Just more.
BioShock lore? I could do BioShock lore. I love BioShock. So, what were plasmids created for in BioShock? Like, what were they originally created for?
That's a good question, because some of them are pretty wild, and it's hard for me to think of why you'd ever need bees. Like, what would that ever be useful for? Like, what was the purpose of that one in particular is kind of what I'm stuck on.
They all have a little movie that introduces them that tells you, like, what their practical use would be, but...
I feel like just I don't know, manual labor.
Well, yeah, I just kind of gave it away. They were just used to like good to make. They were just kind of like a like make your life easier kind of thing. Typically, I think they were just kind of there to like be something you could do that's kind of cool. Like, hey, I have a cigarette, I can catch it on fire with my fingertip. I think the bees were like a self-defense one. It was like, are you getting like mugged? Have some bees. Like, taste my bees, muggers.
Answer me honestly though, Jesse. Would
Uh-huh.
you rather get mugged and lose all the money that's currently in your wallet, or
Mhm.
have 100 bees crawl out of your arm?
Does it hurt?
It doesn't look good. I can't say, but you've played the game, man. You've seen it
Yeah, it does
happen.
look pretty gnarly. Well, like the initial when you do the injection is like when the bad thing happens. Like so like it would be really bad the first time for sure. Um Dan, you know how I'm gonna fall on this. Like I'll take any amount of pain to be able to summon like hundreds of an animal. Like I feel like that's just like part of like who I am. Like I
Okay,
can't turn that down, even though it'd be miserable. Like I think I have to go with the bees.
fair enough.